Hi, everybody, and happy November. It's good to see you all again. I wanted to, in addition to the email that came out this week, record a video as we have reached the end of our first quarter of remote learning and teaching and co-teaching with families online this year. And I wanted to share some reflections about what we've learned over this first quarter. So first, one thing that we've learned is that even from afar, we can stay connected. This is something that I've talked about a lot throughout this year, but it is just true. Whether it is talking to families on a weekly basis, whether it's seeing you in the classrooms each day and seeing the kids every day, we found that we can stay connected. We have seen that kids have been able to connect with each other during morning meeting, closing meeting, and during classes. And something that seemed a little impossible has been possible, and that has been just a complete gift. This hasn't been easy. That's another thing that we have learned. And it seems silly to say that because I know I don't need to tell you that, but it is something that I still feel like acknowledging. That hasn't been easy for you, hasn't been easy for kids, and it certainly hasn't been easy for us as well, too. We have learned something new every single week about how to get over a small little thing, and then there's another one. And it just hasn't been easy, in addition to the world context. We have learned that kids can learn online. I have seen a kindergartner learn how to read online. I've seen kids learn how to count online. I've seen an eighth grader learn how to write a persuasive essay online and to learn about history in a meaningful way online. I've also thought about this a ton, and this is not an original thought, but I just think it's true that it's going to take years for us to emerge from this together as a school community, obviously as a world, but also when you think about learning. I think about the years that we have with kids. I think about our eighth graders, and that the reality is that eighth graders are going off to high school. And I think about every kid from first to seventh grade that we have time next year as well. Too, and for some of our kids for years and years. And I am confident that when we do it together, we can do what needs to happen to make up learning, to rebuild connection as well once we are in person. I think two of the most important things that I think I've learned about just the execution on a day-to-day basis with families and with kids and teacher is that the group teacher, and every child has a group teacher who's just that 12 kids that group teacher talks to the most, is one of the most foundational keys of everything that we're doing. If you as a family have a good, deep relationship with your group teacher, we can figure everything else out, whether it's attendance, whether it's my child is missing this assignment, or the grade, and especially in 5th through 8th grade, is like this. If we really hone in on that relationship, we will, honestly, I think that will even take us into next year. The most important thing that you can help us with is to continue to make sure that your child is in class, and this is something that we have just had success with, period. And we owe it to you, and it's been incredible to see that kids are in class every day. And the next step is ensuring that kids are completing work every day. And again, that goes back to the group teacher, that your group teacher is the best resource to know, is my child doing the work that they're supposed to do every single day? And resoundingly, the answer is yes. There are kids that have challenges in certain subjects or are having trouble finishing X or Y, but overall, kids are in class and working each day. And for that, we're incredibly grateful. So I'll close with that. I'll close with gratitude that we finished quarter one. We have quarter two ahead of us, and it's going to be cold, and it's going to be the winter, and it's going to get darker earlier, but we are going to have each other, and we are going to have the things and the connection with our group teachers and kids and each other that will get us through that together through what's going to be a tough winter. So thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you again virtually. And you can, of course, always reach out to talk either individually, we can schedule Zoom together, or just email correspondence as well. So thank you all for a successful quarter one.